Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play episode 20. I'm IVATOPIA, nice to meet you if you haven't seen my show before, and have a great time out there. I hope we have some fun for the next 15-ish minutes. And of course, this game is Torment Tides of... I can never say the last word properly. Numenera, something like that. Basically, it's what it says at the start of the episode. Anyway, I asked her, could I use her stuff to fish? I'd like to try. Yes, it says.
Yes.
Interact. This thin glowing thread pierces the surface of the water and plunges deep into the black depths like a white line drawn in shining ink. Sam the line. You try flicking the shining string. Your finger goes right through it. Okay. Could you try catching something for me? I've had no luck today. Besides, everything down there is pretty much stronger than me. Try catch something for a crooked creek. You pull on the line and something in the dark below pulls back. You press your lips together and reel in your catch. A muddy cyper dangles from the end of the line. It's beautiful, Crooked Greek, it breathes. I was just hoping for a fish. I could sell it and eat for weeks. I'm keeping it. Hand it over. Yeah, hand it over. You pass the silent to her and she squinches her eyes shut in magic joy. Thank you. Use my fishing pole wherever you want. Go tide rise a small amount. Tug on the line. You take hold of the fishing rod and begin reeling in the line, but nothing on the hook. You might have better luck tomorrow. So I guess this is something you come back daily and do, I guess. A flight of stone steps descend into the water. The cavern beyond gradually widens and connects to sea. Oh, guys. How much more does we got? I want to go down these two areas. Actually. That'll be interesting. Let us map out how much we got to map. Don't know. You have a rough idea how long it's going to take. Oh, okay. Okay. So apparently, we have a surface miner there. Interesting, doesn't it? Okay, that gives me an idea of what there. Okay. So interesting. So now we know how much we've got to look at. Let's get back down here and finish up what we're doing. So we're down here before. Spoke to Crooked Greek.
Yeah.
Mutant. You got to be tough to run a bushiness down here, even if you're what bushiness? I guess he meant business, but he's saying it in his finger. You pay your you got to last. Cough from the air here is called blue lung. Don't ask why. Come share me if you get a cough. Martha Pa. This lissom Jack look. Oh, I just realised that blood thing. That's probably been done by that Martha person. That's probably going to link me to her. Not Martha. Do you know the White Death? Whatever her name was. This Linsome Jack looks down on his look, judging from his bare feet and dusty jerkin. But he takes in his surroundings with a hopeful gaze. As you approach, he smiles and throws out his arms in greetings, which revealed a tool of his trade on his belt. He puts a finger on the side of his nose and gives you a wink. How now, brown cow? I'll say that. How now? Help meet? Got any vert plod for a top side slipper? What? How now? Help meet? Got any vert plod for a top side slipper? You want meat in your slippers? I have no idea what you just said. Say again. Possible. A look of panic flashes across his face, instantly replaced by a big grin and a hearty laugh. Ha! Just a little nonsense phrase we used to say to each other back in Caravan. You looked like a fella I knew there, so I thought I'll see if you remembered. Pay it no mind. He claps his hands and gives you a fresh once over. So new to Underbelly, eh? Just visiting or looking for something. So basically, if I could have blagged through that, then I might have got somewhere. Oops. Who are you? Where is Carson? Can you tell me about this place? What? You've never heard of the old song? Do you know the way to Calra? Isn't that like the song, was it Armadillo, wasn't it? We're on the way... I can't remember that song now. We're on the way to Armadillo. No. Do you know the way... I forgot what it is. That Armadillo song. Wasn't it like marching? That one. He starts singing. In back of beyond, east of the spine and west of the beyond. That's where the girls are footloose and free. That's where my sweetheart is waiting for me. No, not one of your favorites. Well, tell me where Karen is again. Far behind me, friend. I kicked dust over it and left. Now it's just a song I know. Who are you? He bows. Matha Pei, professional finsteritist, recently arrived in the big city from Far Karun, and at your service. I still don't know what you are. Tell me who you are again. Tell me what Karun again. What is? That's what I want to know. Oh well, I open windows for a living. What? You open windows for a living? Okay, that's a weird job. Is it windows that, you know, have got stuck and the person can't do it themselves, or does he just randomly come on, pay me a $5, I open your window, and the person's like, you know, I could just walk over and do it myself. Don't worry, give me the $5, I can do it for you. Okay, moving on. Tell me about this place. So there's nothing about asking about what a window is. Of course there isn't. Tell me about this place. He smiles. What can you tell me about the shins in your purse? Have you got a few to spare? I'm skint at the moment, and it's making it hard to remember things. Of course it is. I'm just a charity case for everyone here. So about something else. I'm not paying you. Fine, here's 3 shins. He snatches the coins and then disappears into his ragged shirt. Much obliged. Now he rubs his beardless chin. Where to start? You want to hear about the people who live here? Or maybe the snitching tunnel? Ooh, yeah. Oh, I said need both of them. I need her and the tunnels. Or the manufacturing. Or those crazy denton. Oh, who the B word? He points at you, leaning. Or maybe you heard about the murder and you're looking for a thrill. I kind of want to know all of that, actually. Give me your general take on the underbelly. He shrugs. It's to the bottom of the ladder. As they say around here, there ain't no more down to go. But that's a good thing, right? Means you've got nowhere to go but up. A passing thought dims his cheeky expression, lest you drown or get swallowed by the bloom or something. Tell me about the people here. He blows out his cheeks. Well, I won't talk about any of everyone. There's a lot of us here, but I'll hit the highlights or lowlights, I guess. He starts to count them off his fingers. There's Fulsome, of course. He runs things around here. No official, mind you. He's just the sharpest. Chagon? With the hardest crew. It's all. Melfson, who sells bits and bobs at a store. Merkin, the meatmonger, who sells her meat. He pats his chest. Tell Merkin I sent you. If you pay him a visit, he gives me a shin for each referral. Let's see. There's Aladdin and Urim Priest. Who? Oh, there you are, Aladdin. I was just about to say wonderful things about you. I bet. Go on. Oh sure. Then there's Mapper, crazy Karka, who's covered in maps, and well, I suppose that's Crooked Kui. She's not very interesting, but she looks funny if that's your float. Okay. Tell me again about the people who live here. Is that who we just went through? Well, let's see. There's Fulson, the crime boss who runs this place, Merkins, who sells devices and whatnot, Merkin the meatmonger, Mapper, who covered in maps, and Crooked Q, who's the lowest of the low. I think that's everyone I mentioned before. Okay. What do you know about those tunnels? They're dug all over the place around here. You only see the ends of them, since they'll fill them with loose dirt, and only they can dig through. So in other words, we need to talk to that one to dig us into his home. Great. Still need to learn it. Tell me again about your searches. What about the manufacturing? He shakes his head as if bewildered. That's the hard plot, right there. Folks you think were smart enough to know honest work is bad for you, slaving away at those furnaces and giant constructors, watching over them like metal slave drivers. He shivers. I've only looked in once, scared the wits out of me, so I never went back. Tell me more about the Darren or her. The cannibals Sometimes I think they do it just so they can be crazier than anybody else. Crazy. I know they got some kind of mumbo jumbo reason for eating dead folks, but I think they're just like making people squirm, you know. Do you know where I can find someone named Maka? The White Death, he whistles. You aren't crazy, are you? He lifts his hands placently. Sorry, none of my business. I couldn't tell you where she is, but you might want to talk to Mappa. He's squinting in one of the shanties down here, squatting. If there's any place she can hide, he will know about it. Okay, farewell. Farewell. That's something I just remembered. Like I said, I think last episode, the episode before, there's been a big update where there's a new character and they suggest you restart, but they say if you're early enough in the game and haven't left the first area, you can still find it. I've got a feeling he's in that edge area. So I'll finish around here and I'll head to that edge area and hopefully find that person before we meet wrong. I'll talk to these first and then I'll head to the edge area. I just want to have a look. There's a way to get shrunken or something. Probably shanked. Why barging into conversations now? Huh. Kinda want to finish down here, but I don't want to miss out that guy who's at the start who can get you to join. So I want to head back and look at that quick. Then we're going to come back and do this. That might be next episode though. So I'm going to leave this bit because I want to check the edge area out now, because I'm thinking if I end up doing stuff down here, that moves the story on too much. I want me to get this guy who was added to it. I think it's some kind of like toy. That was a Kickstarter stretch goal or something, I think. So I want to go back in here next. Where's the edge? Do you have anything else, Tanner? Why can't I move from that? That sucks. I think edge is back this way. Come on, guys. No, sucker's mirror.
Doing it now.
I didn't see this before, did we? Did I trust this guy before? The first thing you notice about the worried young man is a golden haze, the glow surrounding him. It sparks in his eyes and gives you his easy grin of warmth that you can feel right down to your... I was going to say butt then, to your guts. He spots you and straightens.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh.
How in the world did you survive that crash, Eratus? The answer is, as it always is, backflips. But hold on.
Backflips.
How did you know my name? Never mind. Not important. Of course you know my name. I'm Eratus.
Okay, so he literally just said, I know what you're thinking. How in the world did you survive that crash, Eratus? And then he asked, how do you know my name? And he literally just said it. Okay, this guy's a nut job. He plants his hands on his skinny hips and beams. How did you end up crashing the airship? Oh, he's going to speak. I was hoping he would. I'm glad you asked. This is somewhat of an understatement. He looks ecstatic. I was climbing up the cliffs to Caverstone to see how impossible it was when I saw a star falling towards the reef. Oh, that's me basically. He raises an earnest finger. I knew right then that finding a star was my destiny. He runs his hands through his curls. But what was I going to do? Climb down? Boring. Already did it the other way. Walk worse. Far worse. No for no. So you crashed on purpose. He grins. Then I saw the airship docked over my head. I raced on up, borrowed the ship and pointed it right at the reef. His face falls. I don't know what happened next. Despite my expert piloting, the airship steered itself directly at the cliffs. Probably because of the wind. I had no choice. I landed as fast and hard and safely as possible, shaking his head at his side. I never did find that falling star. At this point, someone else has found it, and it's their destiny now. Good luck, the falling star was me. Why not? Norin shouts overjoyed. Yes, really? It was really you? He grabs you by both shoulders. This is fate. You were meant to travel with me. You have to. Don't say no. Silver Tide raised a tiny mouth. Why should I let you join me? He gives you a puzzled look, as if you just wondered out loud why air is important. I'm an adventurer, he repeats, brow furrowed. I thought I told you. Adventure happens when I'm around, and you get to be part of it. He raises a finger, but you have to keep up. Where we go, he stares at the invisible horizon. We go swiftly, strongly, and most of all, handsomely. He leans to conspiracy. Until you get handsome, I'll cover the both of us. Yes, I want you to jump, why not? It's gonna help, I guess. Guess you do, and I'm ready. I'm always ready. Are we heading into a fight, or should I start one? No. Airships are known to be nearly uncrashable due to their legendary cruising speeds and simplified control. The crash must have taken a rather unique confluence of events occur. Great. Hatch appears to be the only visible means to enter the building. It's firmly sealed. Okay, so where's the edge part again? I guess it was back through here.
Here comes the boredom slayer.
So we got a new guy joined us, which is pretty neat.
Find him. Something to do.
I want to come back to this area though, but I just want to check this thingy out. Because I'm sure there's supposed to be something else and I don't want to miss it because of the big update. I like when they update games, I just wish they wouldn't update them and oh, you must do this in this story or you have to restart when you haven't finished it. It's like, ah.
Let's go.
We'll head back here next episode, I believe. Hey, where's the edge thing? I thought this was near it. Oh, that is a cliff's edge. Oh! I was in the cliff's edge. I wonder if he's it. I thought it was some kind of toy. Was I mistaken? I believe the thing was in the cliff's edge. Maybe it's him. But he's not a toy, he's a man. Okay, so apparently this is the cliff's edge. I'm already in it. So fingers crossed means I don't have to restart and I can find this other companion. If I don't find him, I'll probably look it up. Okay, I'm like entering for the first time again. So is there anything over here that looks out of place?
I'm going.
I guess I'll head back down in the thingy then. Anything that's been added since last time I played? No, I guess I was kind of doing what I was doing then. Yeah, because that's where I got all them little things added to me. And again, if you're watching this and you know where that guy's in the cliff, please put in the comments. If I don't find him. Oh, actually, it's 17 minutes. I'm going to end this episode here then. So I'm going to talk to that blood people first, I think. Well, I'm going to get there and talk to them next episode.
They look like they probably hurt. Does your glow hurt you?
Is
this one of your riddles?
This one of the riddles. If so, you riddles hurt too. That's neat. Anyway, so like, subscribe, and good stuff. And see you next week when we'll talk to these about this murder, and then we'll carry on focusing on this area, and then we'll then start looking around these other two things because that's expected a circus mariner. So we've got Ladder to Government Square, we've got Denton Chapels. I'll probably look into this area if I can. So anyway, like, subscribe, and good stuff. I've been saying bye for now. Everyone, take care of that. Have a great, amazing day. Bye bye.